Ambassador Vexithara of the Galactic Confederation trembled as the human fleet materialized from hyperspace. 300 years had passed since the Great Exile, 3 centuries since the Confederation had banished humanity to the void beyond the galactic rim, declaring them too dangerous, too unpredictable for civilized space. Now they had returned. The lead vessel, a massive dreadnought bearing unfamiliar hull markings, transmitted a single message across all frequencies. "This is Admiral Sarah Chen of the Terran Republic Navy. We request immediate audience with the Confederation Council. We have laws to discuss." Vexithara's tentacles writhed nervously as she studied the tactical display. The human ships were unlike anything in Confederation records, sleek, angular vessels that seemed to drink in starlight rather than reflect it. Their energy signatures were incomprehensible, suggesting technology that had evolved far beyond galactic standards during their exile. "How many?" she whispered to her aide. "Initial scans indicate 12,000 vessels, Ambassador. All military grade." The Zephyrian's blue skin had paled to an unhealthy gray. "They've surrounded the entire Proxima system." The irony wasn't lost on Vexithara. Proxima had been humanity's last stronghold, before the exile, a system the Confederation had sterilized, and claimed as a monument to their victory over the chaotic element that had threatened galactic peace. Within hours, the Confederation Council convened an emergency session. Representatives from 47 species filled the Great Chamber, their collective anxiety palpable as Admiral Chen's holographic projection materialized before them. She was smaller than Vexithara remembered humans being, barely 2 meters tall with graying hair and eyes that held the weight of centuries. But there was something else there, something that made even the massive Gorvani delegates shift uncomfortably in their seats. "Esteemed Council," Chen began, her voice carrying easily across the vast chamber. 300 years ago, you cast us into the dark because you deemed us unfit for your vision of order. You believed humanity's tendency toward conflict, our refusal to accept predetermined social hierarchies, our insistence on individual freedoms, made us a threat to galactic stability. Council Speaker Morden, a crystalline being whose form refracted light into prismatic patterns, spoke with the authority of millennia. Your species was given every opportunity to conform to Confederation law. You chose exile over compliance. Chen smiled, and something in that expression sent ice through Vexithara's circulatory system. "Indeed we did. And in the darkness beyond your borders, we learned things that would have been impossible within your carefully ordered society. We learned what it truly means to survive." The hologram shifted, showing images that defied comprehension. Vast shipyards built inside hollowed-out moons, cities that existed in the interdimensional spaces between realities. Humans working alongside species the Confederation had never encountered. Refugees from other galactic conflicts, beings fleeing their own tyrannical governments, entire civilizations that had rejected conformity in favor of freedom. "We call it the free reach," Chen continued. "A confederation of our own, built on principles you declared dangerous. The right of sapient beings to determine their own destiny, to question authority, to grow and change and become something greater than what they were born to be." Mordun's crystalline form flared with indignant light. "You speak of chaos as virtue. The Confederation has maintained peace for over 10,000 years through order, through acceptance of natural hierarchies, through stagnation." Chen's interruption carried the force of absolute conviction. "Tell me, Speaker, how many new technologies has the Confederation developed in the past millennium? How many social innovations? How many solutions to problems you've simply learned to accept as immutable facts of existence?" The chamber fell silent. It was true, Vexithara realized with growing horror. The Confederation's peace had been purchased with progress itself. Chen gestured, and new images appeared. Humans working to terraform dead worlds, technologies that could reverse entropy on a local scale, medical advances that had eliminated not just disease but aging itself among willing populations. And everywhere the symbol of the free reach, a broken chain wrapped around a star. "We return not as conquerors," Chen said, "but as liberators. The laws of iron we bring are simple. No sapient being shall be compelled to conform against their will. No government shall claim authority over those who do not freely grant it. No species shall be denied the right to grow, to change, to become something greater." Vexithara watched as panic rippled through the council. These weren't the desperate exiles they had cast out centuries ago. These were representatives of something the Confederation had never encountered, a successful alternative to their own system. "Your ultimatum?" Morden asked, his voice now containing harmonics of fear. "No ultimatum. An invitation." Chen's image gestured to encompass the entire chamber. "Any being, any species, any world that wishes to join the Free Reach may do so. We will defend their right to make that choice. Those who prefer the Confederation's way may continue as they always have, but only if their subjects consent freely." The implications hit Vexithara like a physical blow. Free choice. The end of enforced conformity. The right of individuals to determine their own path, rather than accepting the role assigned by their species' position in the Confederation hierarchy. It was terrifying. It was revolutionary. It was liberating. Admiral Chen's projection began to fade. "You have 1 standard year to implement voluntary governance protocols across Confederation space. After that, the Free Reach will begin accepting refugees from any world that maintains non-consensual authority structures." As the human fleet departed, leaving only quantum echoes and transformed galaxies in their wake, Vexthara realized that everything was about to change. Humanity hadn't returned with weapons or threats. They had returned with something far more dangerous: hope. The exile had ended. The revolution had begun,